All right, guys, thank you for everybody for joining us tonight. And this is Thursday night. And what would we do on Thursday nights? We talk a lot about the products. Towards the end, we'll touch just a couple seconds on the business. And then remember that every Tuesday and every Thursday, we're very, very structured. We do the business opportunity Zooms on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays we lean towards a little bit of the product line. We touch a little bit, and then on this coming Monday, if you're involved in the company, you might want to join Dr. JJ on a Zoom, and just watch for that information online on Facebook because he will be teaching people how to go through their back offices, and that's awesome, awesome, very, very good. I've not seen back offices like this before in companies, so you can manage your businesses and manage your progress of with your products and everything like that. So good. We're going to get started, and the way I like to always start is I like to introduce somebody that's going to talk to you a little bit about the product line. And from a nutritional standpoint, right? She's been a leading gastroenterologist around the world. She spoke on many, many, many stages. And I met Dr. Becky about 20 years ago, um, and I drove down to their home, and wow. And if you were in Arizona and you say Dr. Becky Natrajan, I'll tell you what, every doctor, every specialist, everybody knows this lady. And then not only that, she goes on to getting involved into another company when that particular company was doing $19 million a year and became a very pinnacle person in that company to drive those sales into up to $1 billion in 5 years. So, wow. So with that, I mean, I'm going to introduce Dr. Becky, and she's going to tell you why she's here and what's going on, and a little bit about a lot about our products. How's that? So, Dr. Becky, it's your floor. Thank you for being here. Totally appreciate it.
Thank you, Michael. Always an honor. And tonight, of course, I'm going to focus on the microbiome and particular products that you can use that are organic, plant-based to supplement the health of your microbiome. And I'm going to do a little microbiome 101 because I've talked to a few people today that still didn't have a real good grasp of what the microbiome is. And in the intestinal tract, we have trillions of organisms that live there, mostly bacteria, but you can have viruses, you can have fungus, you can have parasites. Mostly bacteria, and you've got either good microbiome or you have bad microbiome. And to be honest, a lot of people have a disruptive microbiome, bad microbiome that really adversely affects their health. And as we go into the holidays with the stress of the holidays and what we're eating and what we're doing and, kind of stressing our bodies to the max, if you're not supporting your microbiome, you're going to have a difficult time. And, we should be doing this all year long, but I think the holidays really take a lot out of us. So in order to support our microbiome and a good microbiome, we have to ingest foods, we have to ingest your supplements to create an environment where they proliferate and they populate, and then they support every system in our body. So the largest endocrine system of your body is your gut. Thanks to a healthy microbiome, your endocrine system will work well. And I want to touch a little bit more in detail about why the endocrine system depends so much on the gut. So when you think about endocrine organs, we're talking about the thyroid, the parathyroids, the pancreas, the adrenal glands, the ovaries, the testicular area, all producing different hormones. This is your endocrine system. And one of the big things that I want to touch upon is that we're now seeing a lot of medical research coming out about healthy microbiome and healthy adrenal glands, bad microbiome, and then the adrenal fatigue. So I'm going to talk about that more in detail next week because I'll have more of the research, under my belt. But just understand, supporting your microbiome supports your endocrine system. It also supports it through the liver connection because your gut and liver are directly connected. And so when you are supporting your microbiome, it supports the ability for your liver to function better and detoxify better. And when you have a better functioning liver due to a healthy microbiome, guess what? Your thyroid is functioning better, another endocrine organ, and your metabolism is much improved. When you're supporting your microbiome, you support your brain chemistry. You've heard it before. We have a gut-brain axis. It is a super highway between the two of them. And when we go through stressful periods, especially around the holidays, this emotional stress and financial stress and just, work stress, your brain can get really fatigued. And so when we support the microbiome, you're going to support the neurotransmitter production from these positive microorganisms that support your brain chemistry, your energy, your brain function, your ability to multitask and have focus and clarity, your ability to get a good night's sleep and wake up energized. We need that during stressful times. Also, when you are supporting your microbiome, you support your immune system. How important is that? 85% of your immune system is in your gut. And during the holidays, the change of seasons, and people have the sniffles and the colds and the coughs. And, I just look at people around me and everyone's got a Kleenex and they're coughing and they're sneezing. And I'm like, what's happening? You're not supporting your immune system the right way. You're not supporting your microbiome. And when you support the microbiome, you're also supporting your cardiovascular system and your blood pressure and your peripheral vascular system. And how do we do that? Well, we do it through diet. When you go to the grocery store, you should be stopping at the produce aisle because you definitely want to be getting your green leafies and your pigmented fruits and foods like, your bananas, which are really good for as a prebiotic. You're going to get some garlic, you're going to get some artichoke, some asparagus, onion, really good foods that act as prebiotics. And your reds and greens are the ultimate in prebiotics in my eyes. So you can go to the store and you can buy daily 5.5 pounds of appropriate fruits and 5.5 pounds of the green leafies and buy that every single day. Or you can take a scoop of your reds and a scoop of your greens, all again, organic, plant-based, pure, non-toxic, flooding your body with prebiotics. And so let me touch on this because I talked to somebody today that needed more clarification on, well, that's a probiotic. I said, no, actually they're fertilizer. They actually allow that good microbiome to receive food, and then they populate and they proliferate more healthy, happy microbiome. Now, probiotics are different. You have the best probiotic on the planet. This should be taken with every single meal because now you're delivering the active microorganisms that are going to allow for the pre-existing microbiome to welcome the new probiotics and then create more healthy microbiome. So you do the prebiotics with your reds and your greens, or you just do it through diet. You do your probiotics with your probiotics, or you can do kombucha, you can do apple cider vinegar, you can do kimchi and sauerkraut and yogurts. I'd rather do yours with every single meal. That's a lot easier to me and it's more effective. We also want to make sure that we are alkalizing during the holidays, because that's super important to fight off inflammation, infection, disease in general, any kind of chronic neurologic issues. So by taking the alkaline shake in the morning and throwing those fruits and greens in, perfect. Drink it down with your probiotic, but beforehand, take your daily digest, because what that's going to do is allow you to digest, assimilate, absorb, eliminate. And those four things are the function of a healthy gut. And as we age, we need more digestive enzymes on a regular basis. Your pancreas gets worn out, just like other organs in the body get worn out if we're not supporting them. So you do your daily digest, you do your probiotics, you do your shake, your reds, your greens, do the omegas. Why? Cold pressed flaxseed, organic flaxseed, my favorite prebiotic. I just poke a hole in that and I squeeze it on my salad. I do it with apple cider vinegar. So I'm doing a prebiotic, I'm doing a probiotic, I'm having healthy greens and veggies, and that's what my lunch entails. Now, here's another thing I want to talk about. PhytoCleanse is the basic thing you need to be doing during the holidays and for the rest of your life. You need to start with a loading dose. It could be 3 capsules at night for 3 days, up to 6 a night for 3 days. Why would we do this? Because in your intestines, not only do you have these microorganisms, your microbiota, your microbiome, they can develop a slime encasing when they're bad. So there's like these colonies of bad bacteria, and they can also house the viruses, the parasites, the fungus. So they're housed by this biofilm, which is like a slime, like pond scum, slime on your teeth. It's yucky, but it's like a cement encasement over this bad proliferation of bad microbiome that can then destroy the integrity of your gut. And when the gut loosens and leaky gut happens, you're a setup for inflammation that becomes chronic in a lot of instances. It could be an autoimmune phenomenon that develops. It could be an arthritic condition, a skin condition, a neurodegenerative condition, a cardiac, pulmonary, urinary condition. So many conditions, including metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, high lipids in the blood, all can result from a gut that's not maintaining its integrity. So leaky gut, you need to avoid it by getting rid of that biofilm, and it will rid the bad microbiome at the same time. So when you do that, and then you get on a maintenance of just one in the evening, it's going to maintain the healthiness of the whole integrity of the gut. And then you're fortifying. Again, shake, reds, greens, digestive enzymes, probiotics, omegas. That's my routine. The big thing about the holidays too is on average people gain what, 5, 10, 15 pounds, and then they go into the new year not only financially stressed, emotionally stressed, but then they're like, I am so overweight and I feel so bad, and now I got to hit the gym, and I know I'm not going to hit the gym, so now I'm a fatter version of my old self. So what we do is we maintain during the holidays, because if your microbiome is sick, you will carry the visceral fat with you. You will gain weight. You will not lose weight. And there are studies coming out of the Mayo, Cleveland Clinic, some really qualified research that says if your microbiome is bad, you're not going to lose weight, and you're going to carry the toxins and the visceral fat together. Your liver is going to stay clogged with fat. It's going to cause your thyroid to be sluggish. Your adrenals are going to slow down. Your cardiovascular system's not healthy. And then all this toxic fat wreaks havoc everywhere. So through the holidays, ladies and gentlemen, pick a program. Do one product, do 2 products, do 3 products, do all the products, do something. Pick a routine, be consistent and persistent. Because get up in the morning and do what I do. Just do it all together. And then I'm consistently doing it, with my lunch and with my dinner in terms of my digestive enzymes, my probiotics. If you stick with a plan, what you're going to notice about people is they will call you and say, I can't even believe this. I'm actually losing weight. And I don't know why. Well, I know why. Because your microbiome is stable. Your microbiome is healthy and happy. And systemically, you're stronger. And you get through the holidays, hopefully without the sniffles or a serious illness. Get through the holidays, potentially losing weight while you're still having the lifetime, of partying during the holidays and imbibing in food and things that you don't usually do. You could potentially not only stabilize your weight, but lose weight during the holidays and have that mental focus and clarity and have that healthy blood pressure and that healthy adrenal support and everything else that comes with a healthy microbiome. So be consistent, persistent, the attributes of success overall, but the attributes of success to supporting your microbiome and your systemic health. So that is my mantra. I always stick with it. I'm very passionate about it, especially when we go into the holidays. But when we get into the new year, stick with it. You should not have any changes because you're going to want to stay healthy for the rest of your life. So thank you, Michael. Always a pleasure. I'll turn it over to you.
And very, very much. And I'm pretty happy myself. I talk about the holidays. I saw Santa Claus today waltzing around, so that was pretty good. So yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. And you know what, guys? We're talking about, and when we talk about these products, this isn't just talking about some products, okay? We at Asante Organics, we're laser focused on everything plant-based, everything 100% chemical-free, 100% toxic-free. We're one of only 5 companies that hold the Toxic-Free Foundation certification, right? Certified organic and wild-crafted plants, the largest organic superstore in the world, the largest USDA certified organic superstore in the world, with a nutritional line with products in it that have been nominated for a Nobel Prize, with a personal care line and home care line that's gained over 14 international Greenpeace awards, with an award from the NBC network stating that we had in 2012 the strongest alkalizing products in the world. Get your body alkaline. Think about it. Create an environment where no disease, illness, virus, sickness, infection, cancer, fat can't live in an alkaline environment. You want the key to a good, long, awesome, healthy life? Alkalize, right? With a company that builds all the gift bags for all the award ceremonies, the Golden Globes, the BETs, the Emmys, and all this for the celebrities, right? And I mean, with a company that's been on TV and in international media, never paid for any media. They come here and do stories about a company with a nutritional line that's being used by the largest research centers in the world for on their tool belt. And what they do there, permanent or full permanent recovery. Think about that. That doesn't happen in Western medicine, but there it does. And this is what they do. So you got a spectacular, spectacular product line. Talk a little bit more about that as our president, Dr. JJ Levine.
Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you, Dr. Becky. Boy, I wish each and every one of you could have been a fly on the wall today at Asante Organics. Things were humming. We were there really early, stayed really late, and we just had guest after guest after guest, people coming in from on different parts, not only of Arizona. We had somebody come from Oregon to come visit us today, and we are having a great, great time. There's a buzz right now. We've got a sale going on right now. We launched it early. It's the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, and stuff's going fast. So we're still in constant production. I'm going to try not to run out of anything, but get it while the getting's good, and it makes great stocking stuffers. So this might be your first time here. You're going to want to get back with the person who invited you here, whether you're watching the recording, watching it live. You're going to want to go to their website. And the great thing is about their website is their website's running 24/7, even while they're sleeping. And you're going to be able to go to that website and you're going to be able to see all of our products. We've got close to 100 of them. And you're going to see how easy it is to see the ingredients on all of our products. I tell people, whether you're in or out of the industry of the home-based business, if you find it difficult to go on a company's website and find their ingredients, that should be your first red flag, because anybody like us who's formulating products, they know what world we live in now. Everybody's educated because they've all got the internet right with them at all times of the phone. And whatever their science background is, whatever their manufacturing background is, they've got to make the exact same decision that we have to make every time we formulate a new product or make a product that we already have that everybody loves, to use organic ingredients, toxic-free ingredients, or GMO conventional ingredients. And sadly, the bulk of people are still using the latter. Why? Well, they can get away with it for now. Have you been paying attention what's happening politically? I'm not trying to get too political for you, but if you live in the United States, and the rest of the world will follow, by the way, if you're watching what's happening right now, and you've got just a fraction, just a sliver of an entrepreneurial bone in your body, look what's happening. We've got somebody who's been a professional attorney for his entire career who's going after the biggies, the FDA, the National Institutes of Health, going after the people that have been giving us disinformation of how we can be healthy, and they're going to start cleaning things up. I mean, right now you can get the toothpaste that most of us grew up with. You can look at the box, and on the back of the box, it says if accidentally swallowed or used more than brushing, contact poison control your medical doctor right away. Well, what's going to happen when there's warning labels on everything? And you're right, Denise, it is about time. Nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come. And the best thing is, and I don't want to steal anyone's thunder, if our CCO speaks to it, I know he's going to say this. You want to get ahead of a way of life before it becomes a way of life. We've been producing organic and toxic-free products. You've got a safe zone. Yes, Penny, finally. We have a safe shopping zone on our website where anybody, even if they're not a member, they've never shopped with us before, they don't have even a referral link, they can see the ingredients right away because we've got nothing to hide. And you want to get ahead of a way of life that is quickly becoming a way of life. And the growth that we've had, when I say we, the organic toxic-free movement, is about to go vertical. Yes, boom shakalaka, cat. It's going to go vertical. Now, all you have to do now is let people know, everyone you know. Don't be shy. You want to let them know about your website because you want them to be ordering products from your website before they hear it from somebody else. And that's all I want to share with you tonight. I'm going to turn it back to our founder and CEO, Michael Weniger.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, guys. And, you know, we don't make stuff. That's the key. We don't make just stuff. Everything is a targeted necessity for you to live life. And you know, we can always talk about that privately. We're always open here at the offices, my brother and myself and Dr. JJ, and Dr. Becky and everybody. We open up our phones, and as we speak right now, to back up what Dr. JJ's talking about, is that as we're speaking right now, I recorded, not for myself, on a big podcast this afternoon, which is being played as we speak to tens and tens of thousands of people. And what was it about? Reading labels properly. Now you go to the store and you're seeing people doing this type of thing. I talked to Kat today, and she even walked up to somebody who was reading a label in their, on their neck of the woods. And the thing is, that's it. People are becoming very cautious and careful about what they're putting inside themselves and on top of themselves. And yes, there's a business involved. Absolutely, if you want to get involved, look at this as a business. And the money that can be made is absolutely huge because of the timing and positioning of this company. We got a little bit of time, so I'm going to introduce my brother, and he can talk a little bit about the products. And would you use A or would you use B? Think about it like that. So with that being said, I'm going to bring on Daniel Winiger.
Thank you very much. So instead of doing my whole presentation on the business opportunity, I'm just going to talk tonight about timing and positioning, because it is absolutely crucial when creating massive wealth. Now, if you haven't noticed, unless you've been, living in a cave or under a rock, the world's going green, okay? Whether I like it, Michael, Dr. JJ, anybody on this Zoom likes it, this is going to be a way of life, okay? And this isn't me telling you that or my opinion. You got Forbes magazine and business journals around the world saying that the green movement is the next paradigm shift in life, which is just a fancy way of saying a product or device once brought to market, 8-10 years down the road, give or take, it's a way of life. Paradigm shifts are extremely rare. Most human beings will experience 1 to 2 in their lifetime. Now, the last chance you had to get involved in one was back in 1982, early 80s, okay? Mr. Jobs creates the computer, Mr. Gates creates software, and the internet is born. Now, very crucial, timing and positioning. If you were first online in the 80s selling anything with your website, from toothpicks to picture frames to wristwatches to anything, you are a multi-millionaire today. Now, go online, open up your store selling whatever you like, and see if you become a multi-millionaire. And I would say your chances are slim to none, only because there's hundreds or maybe even thousands of websites globally already selling whatever you're trying to sell, unless you're an inventor and just created something that doesn't exist. Now, let me show you the power of a paradigm shift. First of all, I'll start by saying, I don't know one company in the world using typewriters anymore. Nope. It's all computers. You need basic computer skills just to get a job pretty much nowadays. So a $400 investment in 1982, and I was 18 years old, and trust me, if I'd have known what I'm about to tell you, I could have scratched up $400. But a $400 investment in Microsoft would yield you $37 million today. That's the power of a paradigm shift. But you know what? Shucks, missed out on that one. But guess what? You're in the next one with Asante Organics. Because again, not myself or Michael or Dr. JJ, but Forbes magazine, business journals around the world are calling the green movement the next paradigm shift in life. This is going to be a way of life. Only 9% of the world is green right now. That's a beautiful thing for everybody on this Zoom from a business standpoint, and a terrible thing for 91% of the world that's using products loaded full of chemicals linked to serious disease and illness. I'm not talking skin or eye irritation. I'm talking chemicals linked to liver and kidney problems, Alzheimer's, dementia, reproductive problems in females, cancer. How much worse can it get? So if you can get involved in a way of life, like Dr. JJ said, before it becomes a way of life, you're a wealthy individual. Well, that sounds great, Daniel. Who has a crystal ball to see the next way of life? You don't need a crystal ball. Look, this business is the simplest business you could ever get involved with, because there's absolutely no selling. You know, you got all these products out there with magic lotions, potions, pills, powders, patches, drinks. And the latest, greatest thing lately has been all these patches. But you have to be a pretty good salesperson, first of all, to get me to try your patch. Now, if you want true residual income, like my friends have had for decades, for 30, 40 years, they need to stay on that. I need to stay on that patch for the rest of my life. What are the chances of that? Again, slim to none. But what are the chances of everyone taking a shower around the world? I don't care where you live in the world. I don't care if you make 10 grand a year, 10 million a year, or anything in between. Rich, poor, middle class, everyone. 9 out of 10 wake up every morning, they stretch, they yawn, they get in the shower, and they flip it on. They don't think about using shower gel, shampoo, conditioner. They get out, they dry off, they put their lotion on their body. They go to the sink, they brush their teeth, they put their deodorant on. You know, we go to work, us men and ladies put their makeup on, they go to work. We come home, we wash our hands, we wash our face. You should moisturize your face, and you go to bed and you get up and you do it every single day until you die. Every time someone's taking a shower, you're making money, because all we have to do here at Asante Organics as an organic influencer is no selling, zero. We educate people. How beautiful is that? You don't have to try to sell someone on some magic lotion, potion, pill, powder, you name it, whatever. There's a lot of shiny pennies out there. You're simply going to educate them on the products that they already buy every single month. They already use every single day on them and their loved ones. And once they know what we know, 9 out of 10, they're not using those products anymore, because now the business is as simple as A and B. Here's A, all the products currently in your shower, on your countertops, with hundreds of chemicals, not 2, 3, 10, 20, hundreds, linked to serious disease and illness. And here's B, those same exact products, 100% chemical-free, toxic-free, and organic, made with ingredients proven to nourish and heal the body. What do you want to use for you and your family? I never had one person in 14 years go, oh, A, Daniel, the ones with the chemicals linked to liver and kidney problems, Alzheimer's, dementia. No, because once you know, you can't unknow. So now there's a company, a one-stop shop. You don't have to bounce around on the internet looking for this product there, toothpaste there, deodorant, a one-stop shop where you can buy everything shipped right to your door that you use every single day. So it's a beautiful thing. So timing and positioning are absolutely crucial when creating massive wealth. Timing simply being you guys getting in early in the beginning, in front of a way of life before it becomes a way of life with Asante Organics. And the positioning is with Asante Organics, obviously being in front of that way of life. So I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. Get a hold of the person that told you about the Zoom. And if you'd like any more information, they can help you. I'm glad to help you. Michael, JJ, just call our office and Roy's here to help. I will send it back to Michael.
Thank you very much, Daniel. And yeah, guys, again, you live in here, you look across the way, world's going green, neighbor down the way, he's got the solar, driving up in his car, his electric car, in his green sustainable housing, but you don't live in here. It's what you're putting inside, you're feeding yourself and on top of yourself. That's what matters. If Mint's on here, I'm going to give her we got about 5 more minutes. So I thought maybe she'll give us a little bit of her time. And I like the way she explained something on Tuesday. So I'm going to ask her if she's available.
Hi, Michael.
Perfect.
I just love listening to this group. What a wonderful group of people. It's really a community. And I have to say, it's one of the biggest blessings that I've found. It's when they say the bonus of the bonus, the benefit of the benefit. Definitely meeting all these incredibly good-hearted, generous people, intelligence. Dr. Becky, the way that she can put it together, that's just wonderful. And funny that she should say those things tonight specifically. I felt like she was reading my chart. I didn't realize how everything was connected, and having, borderline hypothyroidism, it's just you cannot do one good thing without another good thing happening. So, and if I joke around that if you don't take them properly, they still work because a lot of people just aren't used to taking a pill 2 minutes before they eat. It's just one of those things. What I did notice is works anyway, but it works so much better when I get it right. Then I get the benefits of the benefits. Then the energy goes up. Then I lose a couple pounds. Then I have more clarity. Then I sleep better. The whole positive ripple effect. I'm I'm such an advocate. So everywhere I go, here I am with my meal and I take out my bottles. And I just spent the weekend with a girlfriend of mine, and her doctor said it was gallbladder. So, here she is getting blood work. And she says, I spent the weekend with you and I really feel like those products work for me. And I hate to keep bugging you, but can you please get an order in for me? And I love that she had an experience in such a short amount of time. It was just a couple of days. So really fantastic. If you take them right, they work even better. That in particular, the enzymes and the probiotics. Thank you very, very much for those formulas. They really, really changed my life. I have such a high quality of life, and people usually guess I'm about 20 years younger. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, everybody at Asante and everyone on the call.
Thank you very much, Mint. Guys, I want you to think about something very, very important, right? Uh, look, you can create a blue zone inside the space that you're in this space, right? And and if you're looking at the company, and if you're like, wow, I want to do something, make some extra holiday money or work a business. I mean, how great is it to be getting paid to shop and earning cash back on all your online purchases and then converting what you already spend and buy, you already do it, and you just convert that into earnings. It's absolutely huge. And if I'm going to leave you with anything, I want to leave you with this, okay? I think our creator, good Lord, was very intelligent because when we were kids are kids and kids are going to be kids, and your body operated a certain way. 98% of the world, children are running around and playing and loving life and just feeling good. What if you can get that all back? Because at one point in time, you reach this age where you have to take responsibility for your own health, right? And when and what do I mean by that? I'll give you a good example. By the age of 35 to 42 years old, you lose 50% of your digestive capabilities. After the age of 40, every 10 years you live, you're going to lose another 10%. And that doesn't mean like, oh, okay, that's good information. It's great information because if you don't start doing what your body used to do for you when you were a child, you're going to run into some really chronic situations that could take you out. But reverse all that. And now you manually do these things that your body used to do. And then you live and everything is plants, everything. Plants are food, plants are life force, plants are energy, plants are frequencies, plants are vibrations, plants are biomimetic. You can get your amino acids, your peptides, your minerals and things like that, all your vitamins from plants. Plants are bioidentical. Chlorophyll and blood have the same chemical makeup, and they were actually giving, they're off by 1 point, but they were giving chlorophyll and coconut water transfusions to the soldiers way back when they didn't have a blood supply available. And they were getting healthier and feeling better and alkalizing. And it's just amazing. And just think about this one thing, because it's really the most critical point of this is understanding that plants were man's first medicine. Okay, that's what they did. And if they didn't work, we wouldn't be here. They work wonderfully. And being able to get yourself back into sync and living a long life and not having to take any medications and reversing health issues and feeling great and having energy and creating that blue zone, where people live in a blue zone over 100 years old and they're not shaken, and medical system's the lowest thing on the totem poles. It's unbelievable. And then you got this company. One, I don't know if there was two, I'd tell you. There's one company. Dr. JJ isn't even here because right now, let me tell you, he's doing an interview. And that's what's going on with this company. You want a piece of that action? I would, right? So it's all about plants, and you don't have to, and imagine having that choice now that you can get up in the morning, your kids, your loved ones, go to bed tonight and know you didn't touch yourself with one toxic chemical. It's a beautiful thing. And for the same price you were buying the horrible stuff at one point in time. And like Danny says, once you know, and you can't pretend you don't know. So let me leave you with this, because one of the biggest research centers in the world, this is where I heard this at, and it made a lot of sense. Let me say this. At the end of the day, before you sit down or kneel down by your bed and say your prayers at night and thank the good Lord for another day with your family, thank the good Lord for the air and his breath in your lungs, for your heartbeat, for all the blessings. If you're living, watching this right now, you're blessed to be alive. And then you think, and before you even get to that point, you think of what you put inside of here, because this is a temple. This is where you live. And what did you put on the outside of here? And at the end of the day, either no matter how large, no matter how small, or how large you did anything, you did one of two things. You participated in your life, or you participated in your death. And it's just that simple. And you get to choose. So taking care of you and your health is your responsibility. And that's structure. And we like structure here. Structure here is every Tuesday. Be here on Tuesday. We're going to be here again. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we do these Zooms, special ones every now and then on Mondays. Dr. JJ is going to be doing that. And then all the resources you get to use. If you have to call me, I make myself available 24/7 practically. Get my cell phone number, call me, we'll talk, we'll get some things straightened out if that's what you need. And we thank you. And we're blessed, and we're great, and we're humble, and our gratitude is large that you spent this evening with us. And we will see you again on another broadcast. And I want to say God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your businesses. And again, keep your eyes open. And if you're on Facebook, make us friends. Get into the Asante Difference private community. That's where some heavy, heavy training's going on. You don't want to miss those. Dr. Becky's in there. Mint's in there. Everybody. That's where you get the good stuff. So get in there. And we shall see you guys again on another broadcast. We love you all. God bless you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Be blessed.